What happens in a criminal trial if a judge is not able to explain the expert evidence to the jury? The guilt or innocence of the accused can well depend on the evidence given by expert witnesses. So it's crucial that the expert witnesses present their evidence properly to the court. It's crucial that the judge understands the expert evidence, and it's crucial that the judge is able to ensure that the jury is able to understand the expert evidence. Otherwise, there's a grave risk of a miscarriage of justice. And this is what happened in the case of the Birmingham Six. Now, in November 1974, there were two bombs in two pubs in Birmingham. 21 people were killed and dozens of others were seriously injured. Shortly after the bombing, 5 men were arrested in Heysham in Lancashire on their way from Birmingham to Belfast, and they were considered persons of interest to the police. Another one was arrested in Birmingham. The 5 men who were arrested in Heysham all had their hands swabbed by a chemist by the name of Frank Skews. The test that he then applied to these swabs was called a grease test. And when he gave evidence in the trial, Dr. Skews said that he was 99% certain that 2 of the men had handled nitroglycerine. Now, the defense themselves called an expert witness by the name of Dr. Black. And what Dr. Black said was that the grease test that was used by Dr. Skews was only a preliminary sorting test. The judge then made 2 errors in his charge to the jury. The first was that he simply didn't understand the science that had been presented. What he said to the jury was this: "This is such a complicated subject that I am not going to try and reproduce the technical difference on this issue. I should be getting hopelessly out of my depth, and I suspect, out of yours too, members of the jury." The second error he made was that he gave much greater weight to the evidence of the person with the more experience, and that was Dr. Skews. The way he phrased it was as follows. Dr. Black's theory logically seems to imply not only that Dr. Skews's theories were of no value, but that Dr. Skews has been spending and must have spent much of his professional life wasting his time, because if Dr. Black is right, the grease test was not worth carrying out. Do you think that Dr. Skews has been wasting most of his professional time? It is entirely a matter for you. We all know the jury then convicted the Birmingham Six, and it wasn't until 1991 that the English Court of Appeal finally recognised that Dr. Black was right and Dr. Skews was wrong. Now, if you are an expert witness giving evidence in a criminal trial where the stakes are very high for the person accused, it is absolutely essential that you explain your evidence in such a way that the jury should understand it, and in such a way that the judge can ensure that the jury understands it.